Look at the 27th division of Psalm at verse 1. Listen to the book.
The Lord is my light.
The Lord is my light.
And my salvation.
Oh, ain't God good?
Amen.
What did he say, preacher?
Whom shall I fear?
Let me tell you something. A whole lot of time, I know different ones of us, you know, you're dealing with your parents and you're dealing with husbands or wives or brothers and sisters or whomever it might be that might come against you. But when you got God, you got to put the rest of it out of your mind.
That's right.
You just learn this self, just like Brother Mike when he was testifying about his mom and how he wished his mom and his father could see it. It's something about just really looking at how special you are.
That's right.
That God will come into your home, touch a mother and jump over a brother and hit a daughter.
That's right.
Isn't that right? He'll miss a father and hit a son. That's just the way God looked and knew you before you ever got here.
That's right.
God don't come in and say, save the whole house. God just sees something about you and God will touch you and make a change.
That's right.
So many times people spend so much wasted time trying to rationalize, why me, why not you?
That's right.
People don't realize just how special you really are.
Amen.
People might come against you and hate you, but the man that you say you're serving and your father, they hated him first.
That's right.
He said the servant ain't no greater than his master, neither is he that sent greater than he that sent.
That's right.
If the man that came down and died for us and made and left an example for was hated and persecuted by people and even some of his own countrymen, then who are we that we shouldn't be criticized and hated?
Amen.
He said, the Lord is my light.
And my salvation.
When you look at salvation, you're talking about deliverance.
That's right.
A lot of times people don't understand sometimes when you ought to be laughing, you're crying.
That's right.
When you ought to be crying, you're laughing. They used to have a testimony sometimes say, I thank God for how he make me act.
That's right.
To the world, it seems backward. If you're happy, what you're crying for, David said, my cup runneth over.
That's right.
Isn't that right? I mean, that thing overflow when you start thinking about what God will do for you.
Amen.
When you think about where you were and where you could be and how God delivered you in spite of, my cup runneth over.
Amen.
What surpass all understanding with people is just looking at, God saved me. God looked down upon a wicked and perverse generation and saw something special about me. I remember sitting in school years ago, and I would always be the class clown. I always do something, make the class laugh, and everybody laugh. And the lady would come over to me. She said, Mr. Smith, she said, you know, she said, I'm really not worried about you. She said, because by the time you're 18 or 25, she said, you'll be dead in prison anyway. And I was sat there with her, and I said, well, you know what? I said, I need to keep cutting the food because they ain't got long.
That's right.
She heard me, I wanted to hurt her back.
That's right.
But then there was something on the inside, really wondering, what was it about me that she seen death, but she told the truth? By 26, I did die. Isn't that right?
That's right.
At the age of 26, I was murdered.
Right.
There was a father and a son, and the last one hit me so fast I could have swore it was a ghost.
That's right.
Ain't it something about what God will come and do for you?
That's right.
In order for you to be saved, you got to die.
That's right.
But the death I was fearing was a carnal death for man. I had to realize I had to die to be born again.
Amen. That's
She didn't realize what she was saying was really impaired me. I had to die.
That's right.
In order for you to live with God, there has to be a death.
Amen.
So when he began to say, the Lord is my light and my salvation,
Amen.
whom shall I fear?
That's right.
If I've already died to the world, then there's nothing else you can do to me anyhow.
That's right. That's right.
Because the man I'm fearing already did what he's going to do for me.
Amen.
When it come down to my demise, now he's giving me life.
That's right.
Jesus testified and said, he that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live.
Amen.
How in the world can a man be dead and yet believe? He wasn't talking about a man dead believing.
That's right.
He talked about, although death going to overtake that man, you can still live.
Amen.
I've spoken so many times of just how all of us alive have never died before. Everybody feels the unknown.
That's right.
But then knowing that somebody has already come through and paved the way, I know I can make it.
That's right.
I know I can make it. Why he read a little more, I want you to give me First Epistle of John chapter 4 and about verse 17. Y'all bear with me like Paul said, just a little bit in my father. Isn't that right? Just bear with me just a little while in my father. First Epistle of John chapter 4 and about verse 17.
Amen.
First John chapter 4 and verse 17. Ain't God all right?
Amen.
Listen to the book.
First Epistle John 17.
Chapter 4, verse 17. If it's a 17th chapter, that's the wrong Bible.
No, it's chapter 4.
Okay. Not in 1 John, in St. John it is.
No, 1 John.
That's a chapter 14.
No, chapter 4, verse 17.
Is that what I call?
Yes. Herein
Herein
is our love made perfect.
You see that? A lot of people saying they have love, but your love got to be perfect.
That's right.
In order for it to be perfect, then there has to be a perfecting. In order to perfect something, then you got to get the faults and the contamination out of it.
That's right.
See, John's able to testify. A lot of people, when they come in and hear the word, they don't work to make their love perfect.
That's right.
And while he read that, see that Isaiah chapter 48 and about verse 9, hold that for me.
That's
Herein is our love made what?
Perfect.
Listen.
That we may have boldness in the day of judgment.
Oh, Lord, you know what? Folks sit around and don't know. John said we ought to be bold.
That's right.
A saint ain't got no business sitting around with no spirit of fear.
Amen.
Once your love been perfected and you know that you know that you know that you know that you know, he said we ought to have boldness in the day of judgment.
Amen.
Isn't that right? Because we knew we keep his commandments.
Amen.
John told us in 1 John chapter 2, he that keepeth not his commandment is a liar, and the truth is not in it.
Amen.
Because if I keep his commandments, I perfect this thing we call love, then I got boldness in the day of judgment.
That's right.
Listen to the book.
Because as he is, so are we in this world.
Folks say you walk around trying to act like y'all Jesus or something. He said as he was, that's what we are in this world.
That's right.
Isn't that right? He was the light when he was here. He came here. He lit us up now.
That's right.
When folks see you, they ought to see a little Jesus.
That's right.
Isn't that right? Folks, I ain't trying to walk like Jesus, then you ain't trying to be saved.
That's true.
Isn't that right? And you're not trying to perfect love, you're not trying to be saved.
Amen.
Listen to the book.
There is no fear in love.
You know, people say, I'm afraid of opening myself up and being vulnerable and being hurt. Ain't no fear in love.
That's right.
Isn't there? Don't you know Jesus came down and when he died, he knew everybody wasn't going to receive. It didn't stop him from treating folks right.
That's right.
You think he looked at blind Bartimaeus and said, later on these same folks and said, crucify. Say, I ain't going to open his eyes. No, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
That's right.
When he saw the man laying in the pool for 38 long years, every time the water was trouble, nobody put him in. He said, I'm going to let him stay there another year if I do anything for him, because these folks going to hurt me later. No, I'm going to go ahead and tell him, take up your bed and walk.
That's right.
You can't waste your time worried about what other people are going to do.
That's true.
God, your salvation.
Amen.
See, my hope and trust ain't never been in man. If my hope and trust was in man, I'd have been ripped that side. I'd have been sitting home somewhere.
That's right.
I've been somewhere butt naked on the beach with a little string in my behind somewhere.
That's right.
Sat back drinking one of them little umbrella drinks somewhere.
That's right.
Saying who can say who right. God ain't in a building. God in he wherever I go.
Right. Amen.
I learned not to make people my salvation.
That's right.
Listen to the book.
But perfect love casteth out.
Oh, when you first come, sure, you're kind of real cautious. But as you begin to learn more and know more about God, you just take caution on.
That's right.
Because you can't see what you think you see no how.
That's right.
Isn't that right? See, somebody else is watching you, and you know what? That's why you need to protect them.
Amen.
You ain't too dumb. Most people in here, I know you got a alarm system on your house. And you know why you got it? Because you say, I can't be there 24 hours a day. I love this place, and I can't stay here and not go work and keep it up. So I need to get me an alarm system, make sure don't nothing happen when I'm gone. Amen. I need something hooked up. If smoke come in, the fire department come.
That's right.
I need something. If something happens to me, I can't get to the phone, I can push a button. Here come the ambulance.
Amen.
I need something if a door window get broke. Here come the police. You
That's
need
right.
something on your soul.
That's right. Amen.
All these are kind of matter, yet we work so hard to try to protect these things. What about your soul?
Amen. Amen.
When you take on perfect love, it casts out fear.
That's right.
You know what happens when you got fear? Listen to the book.
Amen.
Because fear hath torment.
Man, let me tell you what happened, Brother King, if I had fear. Man, I had a harder time trying to church. I spent too much time trying to watch it.
That's right.
I'll be telling me, here, you trying to do me good. Don't worry about it. You going to mess me up. You can't mess me up if I got my own guard.
That's right.